Man can find meaning in life, short and perilous as it is, only through devoting himself to society. To act intelligently in human affairs is only possible if an attempt is made to understand the thoughts, motives, and apprehensions of one's opponent so fully that one can see the world through his eyes. The education of the individual, in addition to promoting his own innate abilities, would attempt to develop in him a sense of responsibility for his fellow men in place of the glorification of power and success in our present society. Beware of flatterers, especially when they come preaching hatred. The economic anarchy of capitalist society as it exists today is, in my opinion, the real source of the evil. We should not assume that experts are the only ones who have a right to express themselves on questions affecting the organization of society. The tendencies we have mentioned are something new for America. They arose when, under the influence of the two world wars and the consequent concentration of all forces on a military goal, a predominantly military mentality developed, which with the almost sudden victory became even more accentuated. The characteristic feature of this mentality is that people place the importance of what Bertrand Russell so tellingly terms naked power, far above all other factors which affect the relations between peoples. The Germans, misled by Bismarck's successes in particular, underwent just such a transformation of their mentality, in consequence of which they were entirely ruined in less than 100 years. I must frankly confess that the foreign policy of the United States since the termination of hostilities has reminded me, sometimes irresistibly, of the attitude of Germany under Kaiser Wilhelm II, and I know that, independent of me, this analogy has most painfully occurred to others as well. It is characteristic of the military mentality that non-human factors, atom bombs, strategic bases, weapons of all sorts, the possession of raw materials, etc., are held essential, while the human being, his desires and thoughts, in short, the psychological factors, are considered as unimportant and secondary. Herein lies a certain resemblance to Marxism, at least insofar as its theoretical side alone is kept in view. The individual is degraded to a mere instrument, he becomes human material. The normal ends of human aspiration vanish with such a viewpoint. Instead, the military mentality raises naked power as a goal in itself, one of the strangest illusions to which man can succumb. For there is much truth in the saying that it is easy to give just and wise counsel to others, but hard to act justly and wisely for oneself. For human community life cannot long endure on a basis of crude force, brutality, terror, and hate. I do not believe there is a way in which this deeply entrenched evil can be quickly healed, but until this goal is reached there is no greater satisfaction for a just and well-meaning person than the knowledge that he has devoted his best energies to the service of the good cause. Ownership of the means of production, on the other hand, carries a power to which the traditional safeguards of our political institutions are unequal. We shall be able to solve the problem when it will be clearly evident to all that there is no other, No cheaper way out of the present situation.